Hi, I'm Andy Johnson. Welcome to Advertising Week Europe. Now, here's a scenario I like to imagine. Maybe it's just me, but anyway, on this auspicious of days, there we are, Windsor Castle. The Queen is checking her mobile to see the runners and riders at Beverley today. Prince Harry is having a look to see which club he's going to go to in London later on when he's escaped from the family party. And Prince Charles is checking out on his tablet the latest organic compost he can use at Highgrove. Because we're all using our different methods of looking at things and news and whatever else in all different ways outside of the home. And a man who knows all about that is Alan Brydon, CEO of Outsmart. Alan, out of home, it's a big thing. We're all doing it. What are the trends?
Yeah, well, I mean, out of home in my world is really posters, what most people know as posters, and absolutely they link, and it's actually one of the trends you've hit on already, is how out of home is not just a poster on the street or in the underground or wherever, but it's a means of then interacting with those brands that are advertising on posters in other ways. So whether it's a mobile, whether it's a social feed or whatever. So yeah, it's a very buoyant medium. Lots of technology, lots of automation, lots of new opportunities are coming into the medium because of all of those capabilities of interacting with other media.
And you've been talking about that today, haven't you? Here, how did the session go?
Yeah, it was specifically about whether or not digital out of home, which is still the minority of the medium because most posters are classic, but whether digital out of home is seeing great creativity. So what happens is quite a lot of people, even though these digital screens have got capabilities of automation and changing copy, just put a poster up, right? And that's becoming less, but that's what... So yeah, it was a very interesting session. We had strategy people, we had creative people, we had myself, we have a chap from Wired. So lots of different perspectives of actually not only how good are we doing now, but what do we need to do to get creativity on digital posters better. So very good session.
And you've been here at Adweek Europe all of the week, taking on board some of the things being said, taking part yourself.
Yep.
Is it a good week for people like you? Because not only do you get a chance to chat through your own ideas, but you get to hear what other people are doing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I think it's a great way to see friends and meet new friends. But yeah, obviously, I think any person will tend to go to the sessions that are most relevant to them in one way or another. But no, I think it really does stimulate thought. I think a lot of conferences, a lot of seminars, people tend to go to, spend the time there and listen and go away and do what they were always going to do. I think this is rather different, and I think it really does. If you go to the right sessions and hear the right people, it puts thoughts in your head that really do make you think differently and perhaps even act differently.
And how do you see your particular company moving forward over the next 12 months?
Well, we've got lots of things on our agenda. We've got a big piece of research coming out tomorrow about actually exactly that, how out of home primes and enhances people's usage of the mobile phone with the brands that advertise. So that's the next big project. We actually have it as a big initiative that we've just started, and we're thinking about how to engage the creative community. We use the word enlightenment a lot, which is not educating them how to do posters, but enlightening them as to what is possible. Did you know that you could do this? Did you know that you could do that? And the medium is in a fantastic place. So I hope the answer to your question is we see the next 6 months as very buoyant, lots of growth, lots of clients spending more money on out of home.
And what sort of things will you take away particularly from Adweek Europe this week that you've heard about that have really been one of those sort of light bulb moments for you that you might be putting into practice yourself, or you think somebody else is doing a really good job on?
I think the Prime Site session yesterday on leadership, they had an all-black and an SAS captain and Chris from Prime Site. There were lots of thoughts there from a leadership. I don't mean in a me leading, but just from a life point of view. Actually, it was more than advertising. It was life. I think if there's one big thing that I've taken is that this year, perhaps more than any, has really been interesting conversations about how data and creativity, when they work together, can make really powerful and efficient and effective communication.
Alan, lovely to talk to you.
And
Thank you very much. Have a great year. Lovely to see you here.
Cheers.
He's off. We're off soon as well. Don't forget, carry on the conversation. Keep watching our streaming sessions. #AW Europe.